of my goals in life is balance. Along with being serious and determined to, as much as possible, by the grace of God, do things right. Life has to have some fun in it. I know you're a big one for that. You and I have played together and hunted together and laughed together and
talked too loud at restaurants together.
They have asked us to be quiet several times.
That's right. Well, I think one restaurant asked us if we wouldn't mind leaving.
I know.
We were in Waco at that time.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I do remember that, right? In fact, that's the last time I was in that restaurant.
Me too.
Now, Solomon obviously doesn't write much about it because he didn't have much of it. And I'm talking about good, clean fun. Just the joy, which is a part of a relationship where you just let your hair down and you are who you are, and you let the other person be who she is or who he is. Address that. Do you just naturally have a sense of humor, or do you cultivate the ability to help a person not take themselves too seriously? I think you and I both agree we need to take God real seriously, no question about it, but not ourselves.
That's right.
We get the thing reversed. We don't take God all that seriously, but we got to make ourselves walk on all fours in life. But it's the other way around. How do you do that? How do you keep a balance? How do you keep having fun, at this age, if I may, and at this level of your life, when you're engaged now in a business that is a rather serious business, which, by the way, we can tell our friends, it's in oil. And you got a lot of risk factor. You got a lot of, dealing with people that are pretty heady and pretty determined to move in a direction. You're pushing around a lot of money. How do you keep having fun?
Well, I think laughter is a very important part of life. And doctors have done many, many clinical studies that people that smile and laugh can live sometimes 10 years longer. But it also lightens your load. Yeah. You and I have laughed so many times over the last 15 years about so many things. Yeah. And we've poked fun at ourselves and so forth. But I think that's the deal, is you got to realize that you are put here to do God's work. Right. For him to work through you. Right. So worry is the absence of faith. Quit worrying about everything. You can't worry and be trustful at the same time. That's true. It's impossible.
And you can't cultivate a sense of humor if your worry list is longer than your prayer list.
Yeah, that's right. And so I think that one of the gifts that God's given me is I test out to be a Barnabas type of guy, an encourager. And so I have made it a point to be very conscious. People in elevators, everything. It's amazing what a smile will do.
Yeah, it does.
It's a good morning, Well, nobody said that. Or somebody, you look very nice today. Yeah. Well, what does that mean? Maybe I look bad all the time? Or is that a compliment or saying keep it going the way it's going?
It's all back to the thing you mentioned about the elevator. I've always had fun when I get on an elevator. Everybody... they're looking at numbers, and there are living human beings around them in this closed space, and they'll never be in the same group again. What a great moment. I know you don't want to be in there taking their temperature and asking the details of their health, but you want to greet them, lighten their load a little. So you deliberately try to do that?
Yes, and with my partners and our employees,
With people that you work with?
I mess with them all the time.
You might want to describe mess with.
Well, okay. I play with them all the time.
Yeah.
I'll make fun of them or something.
Have fun with them.
And have fun with them.
And they with you.
Yeah, and nothing's, off the table.